great overview of really rich engagement experience. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Paul Farkas, who is a noted consultant and theorist, and actually a pioneer in the social TV arena, and really excited to get you home.
Thank you very much. Jesse, that was very impressive. Paul Farkas with Social.tv. So the social television space has been around for over a decade, and there are PhDs in media labs across the world that have been working very hard in it, and have been a little frustrated lately that newer forms of social media are taking the attention of the brands, the networks, and the people consuming television. But I do agree that we are in our infancy, and that's why today I made a survey of what I see now that is really impressive, and also what I think is coming up soon. So here I have what I think are many of the core elements of what social interactive television is. You'll see some theorists today like Gary Hayes are crossing out interactive because although we know it's a major part of what we do, we're just going to call this social TV. I do agree that gamification is a super important element towards any ecosystem that is trying to unlock additional content or stick around to elevate. So as we open up storylines and narratives and the way we consume entertainment, we see that while we used to sit on the couch and watch a television program, pretty soon we're going to start interacting and discussing it with people, and I hope one day we're going to start to be able to pick our own adventures with it. Many people here today were discussing second screen versus using the real estate on the television. I'm not going to go into it much, but I do think that the tablet is of huge import. I do think that we are rewired differently, and we're consuming things and demanding things differently. So it's really a perfect storm when we're looking at entertainment and wanting more out of it. The numbers here from Nielsen as to what we do with our mobile and portable devices are very interesting. You'll see that they're either out while watching TV or in bed, and those are definitely important areas where social TV will pick up big steam. I do think that between lean back and lean forward, there's a big sit upright element where we turn the TV on, but we're just listening to it. It's keeping us company, and we're doing other things, and I think that needs to be researched more. Two big commercials that I've seen recently have highlighted the fact that we're moving from consumers to prosumers, where we're all somewhat social media experts. And we're all using it where we're understanding that we could benefit from certain places in our life, be it from getting savings to social recognition. And it highlights the fact that social and entertainment are going to be married more and more. So instead of saying that we see things on TV, I put down some icons, and this is conversational in and of itself, and that we're speaking a language with symbols. And I do think that while we see check-ins and tweets and likes, we're going to soon spot food, hire, and also actually buy things on television. On the right side, I highlighted some of the networks and startups that I think are leading in some of those fields. So way back, I believe it was from Edelman, we were saying that T-commerce would occur where people would buy things on television, and Jennifer Aniston was all that then, and that was what it was called. Recently, I saw, I think yesterday actually, the right pictures are from my phone, that MTV Cribs adopted the pop-up strategy of actually showing the value of some of the aspects of the personalities' belongings, which shows you the impact of how things might be bought one day. HBO has started a really cool campaign where you could actually start inserting you and friends into aspects of a video teaser. And while this one is pretty simple. I think that we will be able to see some crowdsourced talent actually play some type of role in entertainment. And I had mentioned this to you, that I believe beyond just welcoming characters, the fact that someone like Shatner's role on Priceline could be highlighted by USA was pretty cool. Of course, I think most people here are familiar with the Man Men campaign. Bravo Andy has been doing very well on Bravo, and it has not been replicated anywhere else. Looking on the use of Twitter and various verticals beyond TV, it's pretty clear that there's a tone when you're discussing things, and to stay on topic and off topic are equally important to keep your followers and people in your network interested and engaged. Here I'm highlighting how there's some very odd couples that have formed so far between people in social. The fact that the president was on Facebook Live was definitely a milestone for social TV. Not necessarily from any particular social element, but the fact that it was brought there and the fact that it was very well executed. The fact that questions were taken off of Facebook, and Mark was very relaxed with his Gatorade. So recently there have been a bunch of personalities and celebrities that are being grabbed by talent agencies or starting their own internet networks or hubs, and I feel that while Oprah did something very, very challenging, we're going to see a lot of personalities and celebrities start developing their own online networks, which will include cross-platform and transmedia. People that know me know that I am pretty passionate about the domain name market, and this past week ICANN has formalized that the new TLDs will come out. Therefore, for the low price of about $500,000 and up, each network can possibly apply and have their own top-level domain extension. So when we see things like televisionshow.vh1.com, we will start seeing cleaner things within the next 3 years. I don't think many people have brought up porn yet in social TV, and I wanted to take that opportunity. I don't think, John, has anyone done an augmented yet? I don't think so either. Yeah, they have? Okay. So here, it's pretty clear there are a lot of things, I haven't put some on here, and we could talk when I'm not up here, but there are a lot of things in adult and video that television and online are not doing, and we're going to see it. We're definitely going to see it in terms of meta tagging. We're going to see it in terms of mapping. We're going to see it in terms of actually having those networks for personalities. And I think bundling is very important, where a lot of people are not talking about it, and maybe someone just has to put together some really good dinner and movie combos. But we will see, I think, a very important way of monetizing the area. As far as ratings, right now some of the ratings, startups are equally affording 1 point to each of the various ways people interact with television socially, and there needs to be some better way, some algorithm or some way of looking at each case-by-case basis and establishing something. So I do think that there's a gaming element pretty much for all of television content. The top ones are obvious. The bottom ones, you could be watching drama and having files brought to your tablet. You could be playing some type of fantasy games and sports. I can't really think of any genre where you can't include a very compelling gamification element. I think coming up within the next year or two, we'll start seeing entertainment, which is basically looking at the content within shows and learning that there's a whole world in each one. Beyond commerce, people can learn, people can learn about new friends, and there's ways of exploring those worlds that might be a set, but will be very compelling. I came up with this morning, for better or worse, but I thought, you know, I was going to do something about the immersive home entertainment centers we might see coming up with walls having media, and I thought it would be pretty cool with 3D printing coming out to actually participate in food shows and eating. I would love to see this done. This is an illustration that I was trying to have made, and I apologize for it being a little simple, but basically what I'm trying to get at is that we sat down for the PC and here with the tablet and TV, but ultimately the primary screen is going to be the augmented lens. And maybe we'll look like Bono in the middle, or we'll have some sunglasses, but that wouldn't be too bad. I put in inspiration from a separate vertical because the way Hollister transcends us is pretty compelling when you're in front of the store on a rainy night and when you're inside. And I feel that geosocial TV or mobile social or augmented is a very important area that we're not really looking at beyond receiving badges that don't relate to where we're doing. And things like this are very compelling. And last, while we're co-viewing with our tablets and the television, and we're clearly able to multimedia test like that, and I feel like we're going to do that in the real world. And augmented reality and social television are definitely going to be hand in hand for years to come. Thank you.